name is Mikael Krona. I'm a senior lecturer in media communication studies. My role at Malmö University is that I teach in both the undergraduate program of media communication studies. I also teach on the master's program for media and communication, but also for communication for development. My research is on media activism, forms of media activism. I've been working with the last couple of years. I've worked with the use of media technologies for democratic reforms and movements in the Arab world, so-called Arab Spring. So I conducted interviews with activists from Syria and Egypt. And during the last year, I have turned to a darker side of media activism, which is extremist organizations' use of the same type of media technologies, but with completely different purposes. So I'm looking at Islamic State propaganda, the way they strategically use media for scare, but also for recruiting new potential members. Yeah, we started about 1-2 years ago. It takes a long time to build an entire program from scratch, and we developed course plans. We had an idea to fill the gap between the undergraduate program and the doctoral program that we have here. There was a gap when there was no master's program. So we decided to build a flexible learning program because we have had a very successful, and we have a very successful model of pedagogy in the communication for development masters. So we adopted that model and integrated into media and communication studies. And it took a long time, a lot of work, but now that we have started the program and we see that the students are very happy, they are developing, and I think it works really well. And it's actually a program that I would like to have studied before I started my doctoral career. Mainly, I think most of the master's program in Sweden today are on-campus programs, and they are having a big problem to actually fill their spots to have students. And I think students today are more mobile in the sense that, and doing more work online. And I think it suits contemporary time actually to have a flexible learning program, because a lot of people are working at the same time. And the internationalization is a very important part of the university's policy. So I think it was quite natural to do it, especially since we also had a pedagogical online model that actually worked, that we knew we could integrate. The best part about my work is the combination of teaching, interacting with students, but also a flexibility to write articles and books. When you're not teaching, you can decide your own working hours, and I think it's very good, and it's a very stimulating environment to work within the academy. They don't know that I have a daughter who is 11, and that I am a musician. I play the piano and also write musical pieces for different instruments, but mainly play the piano. A typically good work day would be that I get up very early in the morning, get here before my colleagues. I have about an hour in the early morning by myself. And then mostly I'm teaching at least 2, sometimes 4 hours every day, but 2 hours in the morning, and then I can use the afternoon to write. That's a perfect day. It's the combination of actually writing and teaching.